How often do we meet a person that has a willingness to help others, a person that has the courage to stand up for the rights of those that are being treated unjustly? Emma Tenayuca was one of them. She was born in San Antonio, Texas, and she fought for the rights of women, migrated Mexicans, and Mexican Americans. As a child, she became aware of the injustice of these people. Also, at the age of 7, her grandfather would take her to the Plaza del Zacate, where she was able to hear these people express their situations. She became part of many strikes where she put her life at risk, as well as went to prison at the age of 16. She realized how men, women, and even children were being exploited by the employers. These people were required to work long hours. At times, these people were required to work 50 hours a week and would only get paid $1 a week. People started taking the place of machinery since most of their work was being done by hand. It seemed like it was cheaper for the employer to pay for an employee because this would create more profit to the company. Emma saw the working conditions that these people were forced to work in. In most places or in most factories, the companies did not had inadequate restrooms and cleaning facilities. Due to the lack of sanitation, people were at risk of getting tuberculosis as well as other vulnerable diseases. Emma Tenayuca fought for the rights of these people and became more involved in the strikes. Her determination to make a difference kept her strong. In 1938, when the pecan shiller strike took place, Emma was able to secure a higher wage for these people, which also created some of these people to lose their jobs. That same year, President Roosevelt approved the Fair Labor Standard Act. This act allowed workers to receive 25 cents minimum wage and also allowed for employees to work up to 44 hours. 2 years later, this act changed. Instead of being 44 hours a week, it became 40 hours. It is not proven that Emma's continuous fight for the rights and justice of the men, women, and children were a factor of laws that were passed later on. However, as the time went by, the government became aware of the importance of the safety of the Americans. In 1970, the OSH Act was passed in order to prevent workers from being seriously harmed or even killed. This act implemented procedures and standards that companies needed to comply with. OSHA still conducting audits during these times. They periodically visit the companies to make sure they're operating according to the standards set, and those who don't comply get fined. Now, employees get the training needed to fulfill the job, and their rights are being respected. They also have the right to complain if they feel that the company has not or is not meeting the standards being met by OSHA. Things are not like they used to be when Emma Tenayuca was fighting for the rights of those being treated unjustly. Her participation in fighting for the rights of those made a difference in their lives. She earned the name of La Pasionera, which fit her perfectly. Pasionera means passionate, Emma had the passion and the desire to help others, and in return, she earned their love, respect, and admiration. Also, Emma, as we can see, did not care so much about herself. Her main focus was the well being of others, her desire to help those that needed the help, and she had the courage to be able to help them.